Welcome into Crump Harris Park, everyone, for the Class 1A sectional between the South Pittsburg Lady Pirates and the Gordonsville Tigerettes. A chance to get to the state tournament is on the line. My name's Jacob Vincent, joined by Noah McKay for today's broadcast, and the fans have absolutely shown out here in South Carthage, both from South Pittsburg and for the fans in Gordonsville. They are packed to our left and all the way around the park. Here at Crump Harris Park, you can see them in the outfield down the left field line all the way across left center, center field right, and down the right field line as well. For South Pittsburg, it'll be Chloe Mount, the shortstop, to lead things off against Kaylee Plumley in the circle. Gordonsville trying to make it back to the state tournament for the third time in a row and trying to defend their state championship from last season.
They certainly are, and Kaylee Plumley, fresh off a 20 punch-out performance. Standing in here in the circle, she's looking to keep it clean, though. The Walks have reared their ugly head from time to time. South Pittsburg trying to come on the road here and pull a big upset.
First pitch here in the Class A sectional is a called strike to Mount, the shortstop. Once again for South Pittsburg, Chloe Mount, Madison Bird, Kaylee Kilgore, the top three. Kelston Burnett, Macy Mashburn, Kinley Rice, 4 through 5. And 7, 8, 9, Destiny Winters, Chelsea Mayfield, and Mel Coffey. Here's Plumley with the 0-1. And there's another called strike. It's 0-2.
Yeah, she's dotting up early on that outside part of the plate. She goes up in the quadrant, up in the zone rather, comes down in the zone there. Quickly ahead 0-2.
And you mentioned the 20 strikeouts. It took them 8 innings to beat Joe Burns in the region championship game on Thursday night. The 0-2 and a first Birdie's Lounge strikeout of the day for Kaylee Plumley. It comes on 3 pitches.
When she's pitching like that, she's really tough to hit, obviously. She's always very tough to hit. Really, it's been self-inflicted more than anything else for Plumley here in this postseason. When she's been in trouble, it's been the walks. The strikeout stuff, it's as dominant as ever.
So Madison Bird, the third baseman, will step in now with 1 gone in the inning. Our second of 3 sectional games here 3 days in a row. Had DeKalb County, Saudi Daisy yesterday in the 3A sectional. We'll have Upperman and Heritage coming up tomorrow in Baxter, and there's a swing and a miss by Bird early on.
4 pitches, 4 strikes. So for Kaylee Plumley, the name of the game is throwing strikes. She's done that so far certainly very well.
Make sure you give us a like if you haven't done so already. On YouTube, Facebook as well. That bunt is going to be fouled back for strike 2.
And we talked about this in the last game we were here for the East Robertson game in the region tournament. Sometimes bunting is the right move. Maybe slap bunt, just try to get some traffic out there on the base pass, see if you can start walking around. So doesn't surprise me here early on to see that bunt attempt here for South Pitt.
Kaylee Kilgore, the pitcher, will be in the on-deck circle. She's trying to get up with a runner on, but it's an 0-2 count here to Madison Bird, the third baseman. Plumley, the lefty, delivers, and a swing and a miss. It's back-to-back Birdie's Lounge strikeouts to start the day in the circle for Kaylee Plumley.
And it's 6 pitches, 6 strikes for Kaylee Plumley. So she's been pounding the zone right now. Hasn't gone anywhere other than the fastball so far. Haven't had to see the rise ball. It's a strong start for the junior Tennessee commit.
Kaylee v. Kaylee now as Kaylee Kilgore steps in, the pitcher for South Pitt. They lost to Joe Burns in the Region 3 championship game 4-0 a few days ago as that one misses high and away. The first ball thrown by Plumley.
Whitwell. Lost to Whitwell in the championship
You're
game.
right. They got my teams all mixed up.
Gordonsville
beat Joe Burns 3-2. I just can't read notes for some reason.
That's okay. It's been a lot of games this week.
It's written down right there.
It's been a lot of games this week.
Comes the 1-0 from Plumley. That's a called strike a little bit higher in the zone, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, first time she's gone to the rise ball so far. That elevation across the plate. It ends up high, but it clipped that top part of the zone, according to the home plate umpire.
Yeah, Kilgore's hoping she gets that call on the other side as well. Plumley ready to go with the 1-1. Roxon fires. A little bit lower, and it's 1-2.
And then right back to the fastball. She mixes them up very well. We haven't seen a whole lot of off-speed stuff from Kaylee Plumley, but she didn't have to. She just dominates with her velocity, mixing up those 2 pitches.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Plumley. And popped up out of play. First time that South Pitt has been able to make a little bit of contact in there.
And there is an element against Kaylee Plumley of you're going to have to decide if you're in swing mode and swing as hard as you can. That time she timed it up well, just went underneath that one.
Looking for 3 Birdie's Lounge strikeouts to start this game off for Kaylee Plumley. Gets the pitch. The 1-2. A little bit higher and able to lay off of it that time. It's 2-2.
Yeah, she tried to go back to that rise ball. She got the called strike on that time, but it started waist high. So it ended up about at the shoulders, and a good job to lay off of it there in the batter's box.
Kilgore steps out, takes a look down to Coach Jason Evans there in the third base coach's box. 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Kilgore with 2 outs. And the pitch. Called strike three on the outside corner. It is 3 Birdie's Lounge strikeouts to start the game for Kaylee Plumley, and the Tigerettes coming to the bats in the bottom of 1. This is the Class Single A sectional on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
What if opportunity was all in a day's work?
We find new ways to make vacation dreams a reality. And that inspires me to do my best work every single day.
What if you can make a real impact in people's lives with a team that cares?
What I do matters, not just for guests, but for my team. We rely on each other each and every day.
What if your work inspired fun and moved people?
We put the world on vacation. Our job is to make people happy. Inspiring travelers around the world to live their best lives never stops being fulfilling.
At Travel and Leisure, what if can be what is. Stop wondering. Join the travel movement and start a career where memories start with you.
Same starting lineup for the Gordonsville Tigerettes as it has been for pretty much all season long. Abby Brinkley, Kaylee Plumley, Kelsey Watts, the top 3 in the lineup, 4, 5, and 6. Mackenzie Herron, Bailey Stewart, and Kaylin Roberts. Callie Dillard, Christina Ray, and Kelsey Haley at 7, 8, and 9. Brinkley, the center fielder, all kinds of speed, and she is a menace whenever she is able to get on the base path. That one misses a little bit high for Kaylee Kilgore out in the field for South Pittsburg. Mentioned it, Kaylee Kilgore is on the mound.
And after this pitch, it's going to go dark for just a second, but it's on purpose. We're going to fix the green flashing happening on the screen.
The 1-0. The 1-1 from Brinkley swung on and missed on a big swing, and it's now 1-2 to the leadoff batter for the Tigerettes. Once again, we got to go pause just for a second there and change our chords. Sometimes they like to work, sometimes they don't.
It worked perfectly yesterday, but of course
it was fine yesterday.
We're good.
Had to deal with the rain yesterday. The 1-2 from Kilgore. The off-speed misses a little bit low, and leaves the count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Mentioned it in the infield. Kaylee Kilgore on the mound. Behind the plate is Chelsea Mayfield catching the balls and strikes. Madison Bird is over at third base. Chloe Mounts at shortstop. Is Kilgore ready to go? And that one misses high, 2 balls and 2 strikes, or 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And really the hallmark of this Gordonsville offense, a couple of things. The home run power, 1 through 9, they can all hit it out of here, but they all have such a great approach. It's tough to get them out. You can, but you're going to have to work for it as Kilgore's having to here.
Mentioned South Pitt fell to it